Yes, indeed. We're focusing on Abia politics. Dr. Alex Otti joins us. He's the governorship candidate of the All Progressives Grand Alliance. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Well, you've left the suit. Now you have your new political garb uniform, as it were. But getting into politics, you were there the last time out, the last elections, and you weren't happy with the way things turned out. But, you know, many will think, well, the governor is there now. He may have garnered a thing or two. Do you think that you will be able to unseat an incumbent? Because at that time, it was a different scenario entirely. But now, if he has one foot in it, going ahead for the second time out, do you think you can unseat?
Well, thank you very much. I'm happy to be here, and I think your question is in order. Sometimes people believe that incumbents are difficult to be defeated, but this is not going to be the first time that it happened in Nigeria, particularly an incumbent that has not performed. Like rightly said, he assumed a mandate that was stolen at gunpoint.
Well, and, I didn't say that part.
At gunpoint, yes.
The matters had gone to court.
Yeah,
so
the matters went to court.
If the court so ruled, can we still say that it was still at gunpoint? Because that would suggest you don't believe or abide by the rulings of the court.
I had said that I didn't agree with the judgment. And it is not all the time that you get justice. But of course, the judgment came and we accepted it, even though we didn't believe in it. But that does not obliterate history. The truth about that election in 2015 was that we won in virtually all the local governments except 2. And there are 17. The government from where he comes from, and then another local government called Socioeconomic. Those results were written to upturn the victory. But we are not crying over spilled milk. But 4 years has just disappeared.
What kind of experience would you say yourself and your team have garnered in context of what transpired the last time, operationally now?
A whole lot of experiences, and we are now ready to battle it. Our people are ready, and that is why we say that enough is enough. Unfortunately also, there's nothing on ground to justify the mandate that was stolen. And everybody in Abia is calling for that change right now. I'm very confident that we're going to win the election this time around like we did the last time. And the votes are going to be protected. Everybody is ready now. We've learned a lot. And I think it was also good that we had this time to learn and also to do an introspection and ask ourselves a few questions. Look at the people that were with us and be sure that they are the right people. So we have a better team, we have a more prepared team, and the state is more ripe for us to take.
So as you're preparing to, you're running for governor of Abia State, there is this same question, I think it resonated some time back, and it's still resonating about your local government, something to do with where your origin is in Abia State.
Well,
why is it still resonating?
The most important part of that issue is that I'm from Abia State. And when you talk about zoning, it is a political party arrangement. PDP has been in power in Abia State for almost 20 years now, with little to show for it. So my party is the All Progressive Grand Alliance. And this is the first time we are coming to power. So the situation of Abia State transcends local government. It transcends zone. It transcends ethnicity. I tell people that the hunger that you see in Abia South is not any different from the hunger that you see in Abia North or Abia Central. Luckily, one of the aspirants in 2015, who was a minister of Labor and Productivity, Emeka Wogu, had made a statement not too long ago that there is nothing like zoning in Abia State, and that the zoning which the former governor propagated at that time was to favor the incumbent. So that point does not really exist. But if you are interested in it, the argument is that ancestrally I'm from Arochukwu, and I'm very proud to say that. But then Aro people move around. So I think it was my great-grandfather that moved to Isialangwa, where I was born, where my father was born and was buried. So I would say that I'm from the two parts of Abia State. Okay, so Abia is divided into Old Aba and Old Bende.
Yeah, but coming from your professional field to politics, how do you feel reacting or getting people, or even in Abia State, talking about this kind of issue when it comes to politics?
Well, in politics, people can say anything they want. Okay, so it is because they lack things to say. If there were credible things to say about me, they would have said them.
But isn't it that this is the kind of issues that you have to grapple with in politics?
No, it is not as important.
It's not.
Because that issue was on in 2015. I still won the election. And now they are talking about it again, I will still win. So I really don't want to pay so much attention to it. I think what is important is credibility, is the skills, is the network, is the wisdom to deliver on what is important in Abia State. And Abia is today one of the poorest states. And I say that with a sense of responsibility, because when you look at the GDP of Abia, which is somewhere about $9 billion, it's actually number 11 in the ranking out of the 36 states. But the current government has so weaponized hunger that today unemployment is somewhere about 30%. I think it's about 28.3%, higher than the national average of about 20%. And if you take Anambra, for instance, which is under an Abga government, and also in the southeast, unemployment is about 13%. Okay? And the population of Abia, somewhere between 5 and 7 million. I'm not too sure. There's a handle on that. But let's just take 7 million. So this is a state that is potentially rich, but has been dragged into poverty because of lack of vision.
But what about programs like the Abia Economic City? What do you make of it that was just recently signed by the government?
Well, we are watching them. I believe that the federal government must have been conned into signing that economic city.
You don't support it?
So it's supposed to be a private-public partnership deal. And we are trying to understand what exactly they are doing. Because Abia Economic City, in principle, such ideas should be good. But then we know this government. And coming just a few months before election, so it's a political game as far as I'm concerned.
Dr. Otti,